Hello, my name is Lars Anderson, and this is my video for the second Sunday hand-in. First, I'm gonna tell you about the basics. I got the include IO stream, the include string, the using namespace std. It's just basic for throughout the entire. Then I created a struct named hero. I created an onsite char equals health, onsite char again, x, and the onsite char y. These are the x and y coordinates for my hero that's going to go throughout the maze, and health, yeah, because that was necessary in order to complete the task. I did the same, exactly the same with my enemies. I created a struct called enemy, and I assigned 3 unsigned char, health, x, and y. Alright, down to the main body of the program code. This is my initialized structure. This is my maze throughout. I can just run it so you can see it down here. It's pretty sweet actually, I think. It looks like this. I've got my hero right here. 1 monster and 2 monsters. And as you can see, my maze is the onsite char maze. It's a 2-dimensional one with 20 rows that way and 25 rows down. And it's basically 0s is the open spaces, 1 is the closed walls, 2 and 3 is my monsters. Next, I assign my hero. I take the structure as I mentioned before, struct hero. As you can see here, there's about 3 unsigned chars, health, x, y. I do the same with my hero here, called the data type hero, called Lars. That's my name. Lars health equals 100. Lars x equals 0. Lars y equals 0. This means that Lars will start at the 0.0 in my maze, and that's right here. I also did that with robot, my first enemy robot. Take the structure enemy. Again, there's 3 unsigned chars, health, x, and y, and I do the same. Robot health equals 1, robot x equals 0, robot y equals 0. It's not going to spawn in the same place as Lars, as later I'm going to assign it something else. I do this with another enemy, so I got 2 different kind of enemy, but with the same stats. Robot health, x and y. Again, I'm going to assign it different later on, and you will see. Here I got some different kinds of variables. I got a tag and key, and I got this my giant while loop. That's the first while loop out of 3. So this is yeah. If I enter the key as it can be cool, just so I know it's gonna be running all the way, all the time. Right here I got the printout map. I got 2 for loops. I'm just gonna print out my x and y coordinates. So it's gonna be print out this right here that you see here. I also got this if loop where I assign my Lars, my hero, assign it Unicode. Right, this Unicode right here is a smiley face. It's basically say if x equals Lars x and u and y equals Lars u, you gotta print out my smiley. So that's gonna be running forever, because yeah, x and y is gonna be the same all the way. I also got an else if in my if statement. This is where I assign my robot to. As you see here, else if maze y and x equals 2, and it's going to print out an a. It's not really assigned yet, but it's just going to print out a. These are only printing out detect, so it's not gonna actually be doing anything. It's just for the visual input. And it's on it also a Unicode. It's a Bolle, it's called in Danish. And another else if for my second row one is a Unicode for time glasses, something like that. Again, it's only gonna print out. And I got another else if where my XY coordinates, everything in my maze up here, all this code here refers to my maze right here, where 2, as you can see here, right there, my first row one, my 3, my third row one, second row one here. Else if maze equals is a my a and x coordinate equals 1, as you can see here, they should be printed out as a hashtag, again resembling walls. And else if maze equals 0, it should be an empty space. So this is where you can actually move around with the character. Alright, so I just got this printed out. It doesn't actually do anything. So this code only prints out the visual of the maze, as you can see here. Only this one. There's nothing actually happening. This one right here. Alright. And now for my movement of hero plus something else. First out, I'm always gonna. It was assigned that we always had to show our hero health. So I put out a C out. Do a 2-second, give a 2 lines of space, so it doesn't look like it's crammed up, as you can see here. Then I have a string where it says hero health, and I take an integer and I refer it to my last health right here. So it's going to be showing a hero health equals 100, and it does. Then I got my basic movement of my hero, WASD. It's an if statement, and it could also be a case switch statement. But as I did this and it worked, I actually figured out you can do a switch case scenario, but I didn't want to change it because this actually worked. So the first if statement is for my key S. That's actually going down. As you can see, if key equals S, that's what's going to be printed out. And my maze, where last is y plus 1, that's where you go from y, and then you go 1 down, plus 1 as 1 down, and just Lars x, his x coordinate is just going to be where it is. It can't equal 0. That meaning he's going to check if there is an 1 before he actually moves. If there is a 1, he cannot move there. Then he's just going to, if this is actually, if there's a 0, Lars is going to move 1 y coordinate down. So if there's a 0, he can actually do it. If there's 1, he can't do it because this not statement right here. I also got else if for W, A, and D, and then the way they actually want to go. So D is going to be x plus 1, as it's going to be to the right. A is going to be x minus 1, it's going to be to the left. And W is going to be up, and that's y minus 1. So it's basically the same all the way. That way the hero is going to, before he's going to move to the point of space, he's going to check if there's a 1, and 1 is equals to my walls. And if there's a 1, he can move, but if there isn't, he actually can move. And the coordination right here is going to be filled. Alright. So now we can move my little smiley face right here. We need some attack and flee options, so when he actually gonna meet this first robot down here. So we got attack and flee options. Agile is gonna be, as you saw here, there's a giant while loop, and this while loop is going to be moving on and on and on, so I can print out endlessly. Every time it's going to move, it's going to be printing out a new maze, as you can see here. So every time it's going to move, there's going to be printing out new maze, as this is within my first while loop. The second while loop is my attack and flee options against the first robot. So if hero Lars y and x coordinate equals 2 and Lars's health is bigger than the robot's health. If Lars's health is bigger than 0 and the robot's health is lower than 0, no, sorry. If the robot's health is also bigger than 0, sorry, that's my fault, the while loop starts. So as you move towards, you can just do it right here. As you can see here, move. Now he's actually trying to move to the A, and he's Lars, our hero, is presented with an options to either press attack or flee. Press R for attack or F to flee. And you can see here a white robot appears as it comes, and robot health got 1. This is presented by our cout here, where I got a new line. While robot appears, string, as you can see down here. Our hero health is going to be displayed again, as it always should. You can see right here. Basically, I actually moved this, I think so. Yeah, I can actually move it. Alright, so I just deleted it, now it looks actually pretty better. The robot health, again, is going to display it as an integer. Robot health, as you can see here. Everything is going to be right here. We got our cout, press R to attack or press F to flee. That's, yeah, basically it. Our input in our console right here should be attack. And that's a character we defined earlier as a character equals 0, just going to be a value. And then there's an if statement in this second while loop here, attack and flee. If attack equals R, it's going to be consoling out you dealt 1 damage and you defeat the robot, as the robot only had 1 life, as you remember, up here, the first robot. And if you press attack, the robot is gonna take a hit, -1, and yeah, else if. And if the robot if the robot's health equals 0, this while loop is gonna stop due to the condition right here. If you press F instead, again, it's gonna be the character attack. It's gonna be copying out bitch nigger, you lost the game. Where Lars's X and Y, our heroes, X and Y coordinates is going to be 0, 0. So he's going back to the starting point, and the game is going to start all over. And here my second while and attack and flee options against robot 1 ends. My third while loop is my tag and flee option against robot 2. Here it says if Lars's, our heroes, y and x coordinate equals 3, that's our second robot, as you can see here. The first robot was 2, the second robot was 3, and the rest is 1s and 0s. And the same again, while loop, if Lars' health is bigger than 0 and robot's health is bigger than 0, the while loop 3 starts. It's exactly the same, except I've changed the robot name from robot to robot 2, and it's the same all the way with the cout and our hero health, as we actually can delete, as we noticed before. The cin attack again, our character from before, as we assigned it. Another if statement, if attack is R, it's gonna be you dealt 1 damage. It's gonna come out as you dealt 1 damage, you defeat the robot, and the robot's gonna lose 1 health. And that means the robot No, sorry, that's too far. And then that means the robot actually lost 1 health, and 0 equals robot health, and the while freeze loop is gonna stop. And the same else if attack equals F, it's gonna be C out, bitch nigga, you lost the game, and Lars, our hero, is gonna be back to square one. And this is where our while free loop is gonna end. If Lars, our hero, gets to Y coordinate 19 and Lars X, his X coordinate is gonna go to 21, it's gonna print out U1. This is right here. This one right here, as you might know, that every array is going to start in 0, and this got point right here is 0.0, and this should be 19.24 as the last one. So it's gonna go all the way around here, as you can see here. So it's actually gonna be right here. It's gonna be winning, and it's gonna be every time. Within the first while loop, it's gonna call out make your move. So every time you can actually make a move, it's gonna be calling all the way. Exactly the same as our hero health, as you can see. So we both got hero health right here, the first one, and our make the move is down here. And our console input is key, which we defined up here. And our condition for our first while loop is key cannot be Q. And this is where our first while loop ends. And yeah, this is basically my what's called my mini game. And just run it again right here, as you can see. Let's do it one more time. My hero is moving down there. Attack. I defeated the robot. I can go further. It does not disappear. And the second robot, I'm gonna push R for attack. Gonna go further, and you can just keep on going. So yeah, that was my